The Bible tells of ancient kingdoms which were home to thriving populations and beautiful buildings. Yet today, they have disappeared entirely. What happened to these lost kingdoms and the wealth they once held? What about the people who once lived in these ancient cities? But the Bible doesn't just describe kingdoms from the past. Could the scriptures help us learn about the future, warning us about mighty kingdoms that are about to rise? This is the truth behind the Bible's most mysterious kingdoms. First, we come to the ancient land of Ophir. This was one of the wealthiest cities in history. Their immense riches caught the eye of King Solomon. Every 3 years, he would receive shipments of luxury goods from Ophir. These shipments included gold, monkeys, and even peacocks. Solomon used these valuable items to finance the building of his magnificent cities. But despite its immense wealth, this city only appears briefly in the Bible. After this, it disappears from the record. So, where did this land of riches go? Some speculate it is in Arabia. Others say in East India. To this day, archaeologists don't have a definitive location. Could this mean that there is a vast quantity of ancient gold waiting to be rediscovered? But not all biblical kingdoms are friendly places. The kingdom of Canaan was home to a race of beings known as the Anakim. These were a mysterious race of giants. According to scripture, humans looked like grasshoppers next to these gigantic figures. Each one had enormous strength, and they were tremendous warriors. After the Israelites entered Canaan, they drove most of these giants out of the area. But they weren't completely eradicated. There is speculation that descendants of the Anakim continued to exist. Could this giant race of beings still be lurking somewhere in the world? But what if the Bible told us about future countries and conflicts? Revelation reveals that the kingdoms of Gog and Magog will rise. These mighty kingdoms will come under the control of Satan, who will use their armies to take on God's people. This is the final battle of the apocalypse, with the wickedness of Gog and Magog being punished harshly. God will intervene and wipe out the sinners, casting them into a lake of fire. Since these two kingdoms will spark a war that triggers the apocalypse, there has been intense debate over which countries Gog and Magog could represent. Some have suggested that they could be references to China and Russia. Others have suggested the United States and Iran. Many biblical scholars, though, believe that these kingdoms are symbolic rather than literal places. The truth behind these biblical kingdoms may never be discovered. But that won't stop people from continuing to speculate about what secrets these lands might be holding.